Pink Run is more than a 5K run or walk. It's a chance to honor survivors, support fighters, and remember those we've lost.
Whether you've lived it or loved someone who has, this is your moment.
Join us on Sunday, October 26th, and let's walk, run, and restore hope together. To register, call 876-445-9407. Pink Run is brought to you by Jamaica Reach to Recovery.
Pink Run is powered by Catherine Speak, Juicy Patties, Jamaica Moves, JP Foods, Supreme Ventures, NHF, and M Catering. Reaching hearts, restoring hope.
Good evening. Welcome to Pinktober webinar series. My name is Sandra Samuels, and I am the president of Jamaica Reach to Recovery, an incredible organization. We are not just talking about breast cancer, but changing lives every single day. And today we're doing something special. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This episode is your front row seat to who we are, what we do, and how you, yes, you, how you can be a part of this movement. Thank you so much for joining. I know as we go on, first of all, let me apologize for our late start. We were having a few technical difficulties. You know how things are, but we continue to go ahead. Now, why are we having this series of in October, it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month? First of all, we would like to tell you a little bit about who we are as Jamaica Reach to Recovery, what the Pink Run is about, because a lot of people come out and they walk, run, or roll for the Pink Run and not knowing exactly what they are supporting. So this is an effort, myself and my co-host, Kadia McCoy, who is our chair of PR, and we are going to be telling you today a little bit about Jamaica Reach to Recovery and what we do, as well as the Pink Run, and you have an opportunity to ask your questions about the Pink Run. If you have any concerns, any questions that you need to ask us, when we are finished with our presentation, then you can feel free to ask all the questions that you need to ask. So let me first start by telling you a little bit, or telling you about Jamaica Reach to Recovery. Jamaica Reach to Recovery is a breast cancer survivor group, and we were founded by Dr. Denise Thwaites, who was a breast cancer survivor herself. And she saw it necessary in 1977 to formulate a support group, because I can only assume at the time, very few people knew about breast cancer at the time. And so she formulated this group. It's actually an affiliate of, or should I say, a sister group to Reach to Recovery International. This is an international body. This is just the Jamaica chapter. And so we are part of a bigger organization all over the world. Actually, we are the only Caribbean country that has Reach to Recovery, this side of the world. So we feel very special, we feel very honored, we feel very good about ourselves that this was actually started by Dr. Denise Thwaites, and we continued it for the last 48 years. So what do we do? Jamaica Reach to Recovery was originally formed as a support group for breast cancer survivors, and now we call us thrivers. We of course, invite persons to come in when they are diagnosed with breast cancer. And then we walk you through, because most of us, well, all of us have been through breast cancer. All members have pretty much been through breast cancer. And so we talk to you about what to expect. We try to encourage persons that this is not a death sentence. We have survived it, so can you. And that support from someone who has actually gone through the disease makes a world of difference. Because the truth is, when someone is, I don't want to say healthy, because we are healthy. When someone has not gone through what we have gone through and telling you, and they come and tell you that everything is going to be okay, it's not the same as when one of us who have been through it, been through the fire, come and tell you that, you know what, you will be okay. All will be well. And so we have been doing that for the last 48 years. Now, we provide what is called, no, let me back up. So after surgery, or should I say, a lot of us, some do lumpectomy, but many of us do mastectomies. And what is a mastectomy? A mastectomy is the total removal of your breast. And so some persons have chosen to do reconstruction and some persons have not. So if you have not chosen to do reconstruction, like myself, you would need what is called a prosthesis. What is a prosthesis? A prosthesis is a breast form, and it's worn with a special bra that has a slot in it that you wear to return your balance. Let me put it that way. Because once you remove the breast, the space is there. So you have to put something there so that you become balanced again. So you can either do reconstruction or you can wear a prosthesis. And so we sell these items for a nominal fee at Jamaica Reach to Recovery. We have been doing so for a very long time. So there's no need. What we have seen are persons coming in not knowing that these prostheses are available, and they're stuffing their bras with socks, with tissue, with material, with cotton, which is not necessary. These prostheses are very breast-like. They feel like a breast, they look like a breast. Some come with nipples, or you can even buy the nipples separately if you have pronounced nipples and you want it to look the same. So there is no need for someone that has gone through breast cancer to suffer looking less than their original selves. So what we do, we sell prosthesis, we sell bras, we sell gym wear because you have to keep the body fit. So we sell specialized tops that can hold the prosthesis. We also sell specialized swimsuits because our lives continue. We go to the beach and we look. You won't know if we don't tell you that we do not have both our breasts. So Jamaica Reach to Recovery is really about maintaining self-esteem, maintaining that happy place, and also meant to help with mental wellness, because everyone knows on this platform that going through any type of cancer is not an easy road. So that support and that extra assistance is definitely needed. Now, all of you know about Pink Run. Now, we were very quiet and in the background until 2000. In 2000, we saw it necessary to bring breast cancer to the public forum. Why? What we were seeing were women coming in for counseling. But what did they need mostly? They needed financial assistance. And as just a group at the time, just a survivor group, we were not in a position to assist these women. So we decided to have a fundraiser on a yearly basis to raise funds for these women. What do we raise these funds to do? Now, there are several different things that you must do in your treatment journey. First of all, when you go to the doctor and you have, after finding the lump, or if you go to the doctor and find the lump, you will have to do what is called a mammogram and or an ultrasound and or a breast MRI, and all of these things cost money. Many of the women and men, because men also do get breast cancer, they do not have the first dollar. You have persons who cannot afford even to start the treatment. So the funds that we raise at Pink Run yearly. Now, Pink Run, formerly called the Dennis Thwaites 5K Run Walk, and then further on it was called the ICWI Pink Run, and now it's gone back to Jamaica Reach to Recovery Pink Run, the same Pink Run. The Pink Run raises funds for women to be able to do mammograms, needle biopsies. They can do MRIs, they can do CT scans, anything to do with breast cancer treatment is what we afford the women to do privately. Why privately? There is the ability to have your mammograms done publicly. However, and in two places, KPH and Cornwall Regional Hospital. However, as you know, these places are overwhelmed. The wait is long, and with cancer, any type of cancer, not just breast cancer, with breast cancer, any kind of cancer is time sensitive. So with that level of urgency in mind, what we have tried to do is to speed up the process. So someone who can't wait months to get treatment, we ask you, that is the survivor, the person who is about to go on the journey, to get a referral from your doctor, and then bring in the invoice for whatever needs to be done. And then we at Jamaica Reach to Recovery will pay the person whoever you're doing that service with. So whether it's a mammogram, whether it's the doctor to do a needle biopsy or a lumpectomy, or you need help to put towards your surgery, or you need help to put towards your medication, or you need help to do anything to do with breast cancer, up to a value of $150,000. With your help, the public help, meaning that fee that you pay to register at the run, as well as the assistance from Corporate Jamaica, and I will tell you who is on board this year later on, Without that assistance, without that money in the kitty, because we're not assisted by the government, we are a charity organization, and this is the only fundraiser that we have. Separate and apart from donations, because persons can also donate online or come in to our offices at 16 Lady Musgrave Road. That's where our secretariat is at the Cancer Society, and donate. That is our own, this is our only way of earning. And so we are very grateful for persons to come out in their numbers in October and support the Pink Run. Now, at this time, I'm going to introduce you to Kadia, and she will tell you a little bit about herself and her journey. I have been surviving breast cancer for 26 years. I am now a thriver. I call myself a thriver. As I said before, Kadia is our PR chair, and she will tell you about all our merchandise that we have and whatever else we have at the Secretariat for sale at the summit. That is our home this year. We are at the summit at room 1149. That's 1149 at the summit. And that's where you can go and get your merchandise. So, as I said before, any questions that you have for us, please, at the end, when we're finished with our presentation or finished giving you the information, any questions at all. There's no question that's too outrageous to ask us, because we want, number one, to encourage you to go out this month. And well, breast cancer is a 24/7 job. So it's not only about October, it's really about all year round. But in particular, in October, we want you to start the journey of going out and getting yourself tested, because early detection is the key. But Kadia will let you know a little bit about her story as a young person. And listen up, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see this wonderful young lady has gone through so much, yet still she's here, thriving and happy and healthy. So over to you, Kadia.
Hi everyone, good night. Oh, that was so good. That was amazing. That was amazing. I'm sure you all can see me in my pink run, ready, ready to take on the race.
That's
Fresh
right.
early in the morning, 6:30. A breath of fresh air, right?
Yes.
So, as our president said before, I'm Katie McCoy, and I am a proud member of the Jamaica Reach to Recovery. And I am here to tell you a little bit about myself and about the run as well, and why you should support our run. So I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 30. I was taking a bath when I felt the lump. And let me tell you something, this thing is time sensitive. Time is everything with fighting breast cancer or fighting any cancer at all. Because I felt the lump in March, I waited until May, and by that time, it was actually poking through my top, through my bra. And you know, the bra have a little padding, and it is literally poking through. And people are saying to me, like, how long, you have this for? How long did you have this for? If I didn't feel it, I'm like, yes, I did, but I wasn't sure. And that is one of the reasons why you need to be aware, when persons are out, in breast cancer awareness month, it's very important to listen and not just think that you're too young and it can't happen, or maybe I'm too old and I can't get breast cancer because I've passed the age. But lately the statistics are it's crazy with the diagnosis. Persons as young as 19, 20, and as old as there's someone who was recently diagnosed. She's almost 80 years old, and I'm like, she's been diagnosed recently with breast cancer. So you have to be aware for the rest of your life, even when you're 90. So it doesn't discriminate. I felt my lump, and as I said, I waited. Then I went to the doctor. I started feeling a little concerned because this thing was getting really big. So I went to the doctor, and she said that, it was nothing. I was too young for breast cancer. And I said to her, because you really do have to advocate for yourself. And I said to her, I want to do a mammogram, because upon feeling the lump, now I started doing my own research. So I started educating myself. So I knew a little. I started learning about breast cancer, and everything. All my symptoms were adding up to what Google was saying. I know they said Google is not doctor, but hey, Google was right with my diagnosis. And so she said that I was too young, and I was like, I want to do a mammogram just to make sure. She said, okay, but I'm telling you, it's nothing. I went. She said that it's just something that they're going to aspirate. So I went and I made the appointment, and this was like days apart, just to show you how things move fast when you have to move fast, and it's like a whirlwind. And 2 days later, I did the mammogram, got the results. By another 2 days, I had to do the results were showing that suspicious lump. So I had to do the biopsy. I made the appointment. I did a surgical biopsy. 2 days later, waited 6 weeks. Within that 6 weeks, I got back the results. It was breast cancer indeed. I was in shock. I was in denial. It was a feeling of betrayal. I felt like my body betrayed me. But luckily, I had families and friends who supported me and tell me that it's going to be okay. And my husband and my daughter. And my daughter is literally looking at me in the background like, Mommy, what happened to me? but but yeah, she was my tower of strength. And so I went on, I listened to my doctors. They said surgeries, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and I followed through with everything. I did surgeries first. I did my hysterectomy, oophorectomy, nipple sparing mastectomy, reconstructive surgeries, and I recently did my final mastectomy. And I did the port surgeries for chemotherapy. I did 16 cycles of chemo. I did radiotherapy. I did everything. I did all the aggressive treatments, and there wasn't any room for giving up. Persons would literally be like, sick. Are you sure you're sick? Because I was always smiling, always bubbly, always going along. And whatever free time I got, I would go out and, let it just to have some sense of normalcy in terms of doing things as usual, like going up in the hills, taking a break, just being out with family and friends. I do not want to feel sorry for myself or feel of, that feeling of just being sick at home and tying up my head, or it's like just another day. But no, I wanted to see life as, I am doing this and I'm doing it, gracefully. I'm fighting fiercely, and I just wanted to live. It's just the will to survive. And because I'm a person who appreciates life so much, and so I went on with all my treatments. And after that, I wrote my book. And just to tell you, I'm telling you in stages that there is life after breast cancer, and you can't give up, because I am here today, and I am telling you that courage in bloom. I I'm here with my daughter, and I'm so grateful that I am here to support her, and I'm seeing her, and I'm just thinking back. She was 4 at the time, and I'm saying, am I going to live to see her finish, finish prep school, and look at her now. At the time she was in preschool, and now she's in grade 4, and I'm still here. So just looking at her and just being here, and I'm like, I am so grateful, and I'm thankful that I did not give up. So you really can't give up. I did my book. I entered Mrs. Universe Jamaica. I was one of the main queen, Mrs. Cosmos Queen of Jamaica. I had an awesome reign last year, 2024. The reign was that good that they wanted me to continue, and I upon crowning my successor, I was surprised with a sash, Mrs. Universe Jamaica Ambassador. And just to show you that there is so much more to life to appreciate, just appreciate life, share your stories, reach out, just love, and just to reach out to anyone, just spread awareness all around, because we're in this together, we're saving lives. And one of the main reason why, we encourage the run is because the Jamaica Reach to Recovery, they support women who are fighting breast cancer. I'm also a beneficiary of the Jamaica Reach to Recovery. I mean, chemotherapy was so expensive, and when I got the phone call that I could get assistance from the Jamaica Reach to Recovery and they paid for a full chemo treatment, I'm so grateful, and so I support the run, and I'm forever grateful. Their support is tremendous. And so, just encourage your families and friends and everyone to come out and support the run. The deadline, Miss Sandra, you're still there. I think the
Yes.
deadline to sign up is what, October 18th, right? It's
The
October.
deadline,
It's
the
October 18th.
deadline, the deadline for registration
Time
is
is
October 18th. And
right.
the reason for that is because there's a lot of processing in the background. And
Right.
us Jamaicans, we like to be last minute. So we are asking, some of some persons cashed in on the early bird, right? But
Right.
the early bird ended September 30th, and we are now from now until October 18th. That is a lot of days to register. So please, we are asking that persons
Right.
register early. You can come and pick up your bibs comfortably, and that
Right.
there's no rush at the end, because that's what we see every year, people coming in last minute. There's no need to come in at last minute. There's no need. We have more than enough time. You go on the website, pinkrunjm.com.
Right.
You see all the information there. It's an easy 1, 2, 3, because we are paperless this year for an easy and smooth process.
Right.
You just go online, you click your button, you upload your information, and you click on the link, you pay, and you go. That's it. When you're
That's
coming
it.
to collect your bib, make sure to take your proof of payment in case there's any issues. Things happen. So just ensure that you have your proof of payment with you when you come to collect your bib. At Summit, we are at Summit this year, and Summit is on Chelsea. Well, you can either approach it from Chelsea or Ruthven. Very central location, and we are in room 1149.
11.
Right, and that's exactly where you can get merch as well. We have 2 types of shirts: the Miles of Hope shirt, and the one that Kadia is wearing, which is Reaching Hearts,
And
Restoring Hope.
Yeah.
Yes. Reaching Hearts, Restoring Hope.
Restoring hope.
Because that's what we do. We reach hearts, the hearts of loved ones, the hearts of our caregivers. And I'm going to speak a little bit about that after Kaden is finished speaking to you about the merch.
Right. So, Reaching Hearts, Restoring Hope, it's really providing deep emotional support and inspiring optimism, sense of positivity and hope. So we encourage you to come out and support our Pink Run. Support the run, to fund life-saving care. You can show some love. It's good to give back, It's good to give back and save a life, right? And so we are celebrating 25 years of Pink Run. That's some golden years there. And the race day is Sunday, October 26, 2025. And you can run, walk, or wheelchair. We cater for everyone, And so the race starts at Emancipation Park. That's 6:30 a.m. And as Miss Sandra said before, you can sign up at www.pinkrunjm.com. And if you can't make it, you can make a donation online on our website. Just click the donate button And so we have some merch here, and I will show you them. We have the socks, and you have to dress them up.
Yes, you dress up in your tall socks, and your
Right.
tutus. You hearing me? Tall socks and tutus. Yes, because it's a fun run. It's fun.
Right.
At least we try to make that day fun. It's not a fun condition, but we have to make light of the situation
That's
because
right.
life goes on, and it's about supporting those loved ones and also walking in honor of those who you have lost. Because many of us, almost every family has been touched by cancer one way or another. Breast cancer is more popular than you think. 1 in 8 Jamaicans will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Breast cancer is second only to prostate cancer, which is has the highest cancer rate in Jamaica. And so this is not what Jamaicans would say. This need crowd. This is not something that you just sit down and chill about. What we are seeing, though, from where we sit at Jamaica Reach to Recovery, and when we speak to the doctors, what the doctors are telling us, that although we see thousands of women and men out in the road and everything is pink for the month of October, the rate of women going to get tested is still extremely low. Women are not going out to get their mammograms done. Women are not going out, especially if you know that you have breast cancer in your family, your mother, your aunt, your sister, your cousin, it is in your family. You need to get tested earlier than the age of 40, because 40 is a recommended age. But if you are at high risk, obesity, cancer in your family, any type of cancer in your family, right? Aging, just being female. These are some of the things that they say you are at high risk. And so we are asking, we are pleading, because from where I sit as president of Jamaica Reach to Recovery, on a monthly basis, we see young women, older women, middle-aged women coming in, and some of them are coming in late stage. When we speak to the doctors are asking us, please get the word out, because we're seeing too many women coming in with stage 3 and 4 breast cancer. Now, breast cancer has 5 stages, 0 to 4. 0 is where you want to be, right? Or none at all. But the truth is, we don't know exactly what causes breast cancer. So if we could tell you what to do to prevent breast cancer, we would. The truth is, a healthy lifestyle doesn't hurt. Eating healthy, fresh leafy vegetables, fruits, exercising, not living a sedentary lifestyle, that kind of thing. And the earlier you start, the better. That is what we would recommend. Not eating genetically, well, it's hard to not eat the genetically modified food, or the foods that are smoked, foods that have been processed in some way or form. We want to avoid those. Sugar is not our friend. I know it's hard because everything has sugar in it, but the truth is, we want to survive, especially if you have children. You see how young Kadia is, and we have younger than Kadia who has had breast cancer. As a matter of fact, one of our youngest members got breast cancer at the age of 16. She found her first lump at 13. She removed it. It was benign. And then the lump came back at the age of 16. And she had breast cancer. Can you imagine going through high school and going through breast cancer. But she survived. She's in her I believe she's what? In her either late 30s or 40s now. She has she had 2 children and she's thriving. So what we're saying is when you catch breast cancer early, I applaud Sagicor for having their Catch It Early campaign. When you catch it early, you stand a great chance of survival. When I asked the doctor, what is the percentage of survival when you catch it early? They're saying way up in the 90 percentile, right? And that's where we want to be. So we want to catch it early. We want to go out and when you do catch it early, and when the doctor says this is what you have to do, then you have to do that with expediency. Because as we said before, cancer is time sensitive. Kadia told you all that she went through, but she had to go through all of that in a timely manner to be here to speak to you today. So what else do we have in our merch, Kadia?
Okay, so as I mentioned before, we have the socks, and these are for $1,000. We have different styles.
I think we have about, because we have about 6 and 5, 11, about 11 different styles in total. Yes, because remember we had some from last year, we got the new one this year, so we have about in total about 11 different styles.
Yeah. This is how long they are. You can see.
And there are prizes for best dressed. There are prizes for groups, the largest groups. We have prizes for the tallest socks. We have different prizes for. We have prizes for per age group 60 and above, male and female. We have prizes for first, second, and third, run and walk, male and female. We have several different prizes. Unfortunately, we won't be having. No, let me not go there. Let me not go there. So we have several different things that we will be giving away this year. So it's a fun run. When we finish the run, well, first of all, Kaden said that the race starts at 6:30, but you need to be there for the warm up at 6. We have a lovely warm up at 6 o'clock. Get yourself nice and warm and get your stretches in so that you don't have any incidents on the road. You don't have any muscle contract or pull muscle or anything like that. So we start the warm up at 6 o'clock in the park, and then we go to the race line at 6:15. And Francis from Running Events, that's who is in charge of our race route. Last year and this year, we're back with the Running Events this year again, and they start. We meet at the race line at 6:15, and Frano starts the race on time at 6:30. So if you are not there at 6:30, you snooze, you lose. And remember, I must remind our participants, please do not come late, because when you come late, remember the roads are closed. So you won't be able to get close to the venue. Later on in the month, closer to the run time, we will announce all the parking areas. We also encourage that you carpool, so we don't have so many cars on the road. You carpool and come out before, I would say, get there for the latest 5:15. I believe the roads either close off at 5:30 or 5:45. I'm not quite sure, but I will find out and confirm in our future announcements what time is road closure. So you know you need to get out there early so that you can take advantage of the close parkings. Yes, Kadia. Oh, back over to you.
Okay. So we have our tutus, and it's extremely cute and it's fluffy. It's
Yes.
what you guys ask for, and we have it, and it's really, really cute. So this one is for
Let me see.
1,500.
500, right.
Only a
1,500.
thousand five hundred. You
Yes.
can't beat that price, right?
The t-shirts, the Miles of Hope t-shirts are for 1,500.
That's
Do you have
right.
it? Do you have any there?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay.
No.
So we will also showcase those online shortly. Now the Miles of Hope are 1,500, and the
The reaching hearts,
Reaching
restoring
Hearts
hope.
are 2,500.
Yeah, 2,500, and they're available in black, pink, and white. This is the black, and you can also match it with your cap. See, look at this.
That's correct.
That's cute.
Very
And
nice.
we also have the white, and this could go with this. So that's a little fashion for you there.
Mhm.
And then we have our
We
armbands,
have, and we also, every year we have our specialized pins.
right?
We have 3 different types of breast cancer pins. Now, you cannot get these pins anywhere else in the world. These pins have been designed for us, and we created these pins, and these pins are unique to Jamaica. One of the pins, well, or 2 of the pins have the Jamaican colors at the end. Put it a little bit more to you so we can see it. Yes, right. You see it has the Jamaican colors to the end, and that one is 2 hands holding. And in speaking about 2 hands holding now, let me go into a part of the survival journey that nobody talks about. The caregiver. Everyone who goes through some kind of illness, serious illness, extended period of illness, always requires a caregiver. The problem with, or the challenges that we are seeing with the caregivers, is that the caregivers take on all the stress, and no one remembers to check on the caregivers. The caregivers play an integral role in the whole treatment journey and the whole survival of the cancer patient. That could be your mother, your sister, your husband, your significant other, your child. And remember the stress that's associated with this. Now, we are going to have every Thursday, we will be having at the same 7:30. Every Thursday, from this Thursday going forward, we'll be having a webinar just as this. This is just an introduction about who we are, what we do, and what we have for Pink Run. But the following weeks ahead, we're going to have various different experts telling us about breast cancer. We're going to have a psychologist. We're going to have a surgeon telling us about the process. We're going to have survivors, more survivors, telling their stories. Because it's very important that you understand what the Jamaican situation is. We don't live anywhere else. So we can only speak of the Jamaican situation. So we ask that if you have the time, that you join us every Thursday at 7:30 hope 7:30 sharp, to have a discussion, to be able to ask your questions to the experts that we have online, because a lot of persons are curious about breast cancer. I can remember when I was diagnosed and I thought, it's me alone. I don't know anybody that has breast cancer. It was so funny that, well, it was a long time ago. Persons weren't really talking about breast cancer then. That was 1999, when it wasn't as in your face as it is now. And when I came out, and I came out publicly and I told my story, I was surprised to see how many people came and said, me too, Sandra. I was diagnosed X year. I was diagnosed the other day, but nobody was, I guess, brave enough to come forward. Fast forward to 2025, that's not the case. So many of us at Jamaica Reach to Recovery have given our stories in the newspaper, on the radio, on the television, and we'll continue to tell our story until persons are comfortable, feel comfortable going out to get tested, because that's very important, right? Katie, do you have anything else to add?
Hey, we have these bracelets as well. These
Yes,
are
nice for the
available.
kiddies.
Yeah,
I
for
think
the
the kiddies
kiddies.
will love those. One says what? Hope.
Right. One
One
is
says hope.
hope, and the other is pink run.
Right? Yes.
And these are
And those are very limited in supply.
Yeah.
Yes, we only have a few of those, and so the earlier you come, the better.
Right.
The shirts are also limited in supply, so the earlier you come, the better. Don't be last minute and miss out, but because they are lovely and they are nice keepsakes going forward, you know. So is there anyone out there that has any questions, that would like to know anything about the Pink Run or anything about Jamaica Reach to Recovery? You may just go in the chat and send us a question, and we will be, more than happy to answer your queries.
In the meantime, Sandra, can we talk about our sponsors? Or we'll save.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your reminder. So we have sponsors, the sponsors this year, and every year we cannot do without our sponsors. This is what enables us to put on the run every year. So this year, our sponsors, our hydration sponsor is Catherine Peak, Blue Grace Foods. We have RGR Gleaner, Sun City Radio, Cool FM, M Catering, JP Foods, Running Events, as usual, Running Events Jamaica, Garrett Communications, S Hotel, the National Association of Hairdressers, Creative Brands and Concepts, Ministry of Health, we have NHF, and I would just want to give a shameless plug for NHF at this time. NHF, we cannot say enough about NHF. NHF has come on and helped to reduce the cost of drugs to, I don't want to call it nominal because it's still expensive. However, without the help of NHF, many of us would not have been able to afford the drugs, right? But NHF has put some of the drugs, some of the more expensive drugs on their list, and we are able to get them at a nominal price. Also, they have partnered with Jamaica Cancer Society, and NHF gives a discount, I believe with the NHF card now you get the mammogram, I believe at $3,000, I believe. I need to check that out, but I will have that information for you. But NHF has been very good to breast cancer survivors. So we have NHF, we have Juicy Patties, Supreme Ventures, Aventa Jamaica, The Village, Breast Health Oncology Center, Executive Investment Corporation, Salada Foods, Rubis Energy Jamaica, Apex Radiology, Proven Wealth, Jamaica Biscuit Company, Totally Mail, and we also have Toyota. We still have persons coming on board. Some persons are slow in coming, but it's not too late to come on board as a sponsor, as an entrant. We are still open for business. It's not over until the last minute, but we don't want it to wait until last minute. We're asking more corporate companies to come on board because it's the same members of staff that are at your companies that we can also assist. Remember, we are there to counsel. We are there to assist them financially. And so your money will be recycled back to you if any of your staff members are affected by breast cancer. Once they come to us and say, look, we can't afford this. This is too much for me. Can we get assistance? And remember, we assist up to the tune of $150,000. Let me just run down this list again so that persons can know the companies that we want to say put their money where their mouth is. They don't just talk, they act, they support, because they know we cannot do this without corporate assistance. It's Catherine Peak Water, RGR Gleaner, Sun City, Cool FM, M Catering, JP Foods, Running Events, Gary Communications, S Hotel, National Association of Hairdressers, Creative Brands and Concepts, Ministry of Health, the Jamaica Observer, NHF, Juicy Patties, Supreme Ventures, Aventa Jamaica, Toyota Jamaica, The Village, Breast Health Oncology Center, Executive Investment Corporation, Salada, Rubis Energy Jamaica, Apex Radiology, Proven Wealth, Jamaica Biscuit Company, Totally Mail, and Firm Insurance Brokers. And more. I'm sure they're coming on board. They have just not signed up yet. We have just not gotten the confirmation yet as to how some of them are coming on. They're slow in coming, but we know they'll eventually get there. So by next week, Thursday, we'll be able to add to this list of the sponsors. And we encourage everyone out there, if you're not able to run, walk, or wheel, and you're overseas, anywhere in the world, you can go and on our website, pigrunjm.com, and click on the donate button and donate. We take $5, $10 US, $15 US, it doesn't matter. Every nickel, as we say in Jamaica, every nickel makes a muscle. And no one knows what tomorrow brings. It could be you, it was me, it was Cadian, and Reach to Recovery has over 150 members and growing. And so, you know, it is, as I said, one of the cancers in women, one of the highest rate of cancers in women in Jamaica. So, to repeat myself, this needs crowd. This needs crowd. This needs light to be shone on it, and we need all hands on deck. I don't see anybody having any questions, so it looks like I covered everything in terms of when is the run, what time the run is, well, we don't know where to park just yet, but that information will come on later down. You must follow our Instagram page and our Facebook page, Kadia. What's the handle for our Instagram page?
Jamaica Reach to Recovery. Jamaica Reach to Recovery. Hold on a minute. Let me just pull it up.
Yes, please pull it up. And in the meantime, you can reach Jamaica Reach to Recovery. Well, by going on the website, you will see all of our information. But in lieu, let's say you are not online, you can call the Secretariat or visit the Secretariat at Summit if you want merch or any information about registration. But if you are a survivor and you want to go to the Secretariat to get more information on how to get assistance or how to get a prosthesis, how to get a bra, how to get a swimsuit, how to buy special gym wear, you can always visit us at 16 Lady Musgrave Road or call 876-978-0375. That's 876-978-0375. Yes, over back to you. What you said, the Instagram pages again?
Reach to Recovery JM.
Please like and follow us.
Right.
So that you can get all of the updates.
All the updates, all the information on the run, and how you can support our women who are fighting breast cancer.
Good night, Carol. Good night, Pauline. Good night, Laverne. Good night, Misha. Good night, Erica. Thank you for joining us. We don't have any questions, so I guess we have answered or we have said everything. So just to wrap up and just to remind you, the race is on October 26th. We meet at 6 a.m. at Emancipation Park for warm-up. The run starts at 6:30 sharp. You can either run or walk. So when you're signing up, when you're registering, remember to click which one you want, run or walk. And then after the run walk, we meet back in the park for prize giving, as well as we have a little, we normally have a little fun, a little concert, a little mini concert and entertainment after, not concert, call it entertainment. We have a little entertainment post race that usually starts at about 7:45, 8 o'clock. And then, so we ask that, you prepare to spend a little time with us after the run. Don't rush off, because you may just be surprised by winning a prize. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
We have prizes for the largest groups. So anybody who's in corporate or belongs to a big company, encourage your friends to formulate a group And so you may just get the trophy for the largest group.
Right.
You know, right. So if you belong to a gym, all the schools, because we have special schools rates. So, you know, just go on our website, PinkRunJM, and sign up and come out and join us October 26th. And our merch is at Summit this year at room 1149.
That.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Okay, yes, so.
And that's at 16 Chelsea Avenue, right? 16
yes,
Chelsea Avenue, right?
But you can enter from Chelsea Avenue, or you can enter from Ruthven. You can enter from both sides. So we are signing off now. So remember, look out for us next week, same time, same place at 7:30 sharp. We will have an interesting guest with interesting information. We will put out the information earlier this time, before next week, Thursday, so that you will know who we will have next week, Thursday. Sorry for the late notice, but it will be posted on our pages so you can go back and listen to all the information. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. We look forward to seeing you on the road on October 26th. We look forward to seeing you at the summit to purchase your merch. And remember, it's a paperless system. There is no form to fill out and submit. As a group, you will receive an upload to put all your group's information in there, and then you email it back to us with all of the information required for all of the group. And then for the individuals, you can go sign up online, and pay, and make sure that when you're coming to collect your bibs after we close off on the 18th of October, the Monday is holiday, so I would believe that by Wednesday, some of the bibs should be ready. Just call the number that you see on the website. There are 3 numbers on the website. You just call and find out if your bibs are ready, and then you go to the summit, room 1149, to collect. We will let you know on the website as well as on our pages when the bibs are ready for collection, so that you can collect in a timely manner. No rush, no bungling necessary. We will let you know when it's ready. Thanks again. See you on the 26th of October. Bye.
Reaching hard.
Thank you, my co-host. All right.
All righty, guys.
Night, night.
Bye. Night, night.
Stream. Oh shit. Yeah.
And the trophy.
Sorry. Oh. Sorry. It's no, why is it not ending? Oh.
You come up, right?
No.
Hello? That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And
The Pink Run is more than a 5K run or walk. It's a chance to honor survivors, support fighters, and remember those we've lost.
Whether you lived it or loved someone who has, this is your moment.
Join us on Sunday, October 26th, and let's walk, run, and restore hope together. To register, call 876-445-9407. Pink Run is brought to you by Jamaica Reach to Recovery.
Pink Run is powered by Catherine Speak, Juicy Patties, Jamaica Moves, JP Foods, Supreme Ventures, NHF, and M Catering. Reaching hearts, restoring hope.